Kai Havertz beats Saka and Odegaard to win Arsenal Player of the Month of April, and it is really a very huge milestone for him. For a player who came in through when very many Arsenal fans were not backing him, they are now finally looking at him to see to it that he wins them the league. Then we are also having a talk about another topic about Roberto Zerbi having gone ahead to obviously beat Unai Emery yesterday at their stadium, that is Amnex or Falma Stadium. He has come out and really said, no, we're not playing Aston Villa. Aston Villa never showed up yesterday. And Rudiger has finally gone ahead to obviously talk or reveal how Florentino Perez went ahead to send him a letter in 2016, meaning that this is how people seduce players to really have a soft spot with them when they really want to sign them in the future. That is it coming in through from all what we're going to be talking about here onto the Rokani Media Football. Welcome to this channel, guys. Good evening. Hope it has been a while since I last went ahead to upload a video in here for you. It has been hours, but I'm back in full swing to obviously have a talk with you in here. Now, how many likes? 400 likes on this video. Let's celebrate Kai Havertz for what he has gone ahead to do. And we thank God for the gift of life, the Muslims. Barakallahu fikum. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit 22,000 subscribers. And you know what is left? We are left with only like 46 subscribers to hit that milestone. Now, Havertz voted Arsenal's Player of the Month for April. The German striker polled 43% of the ballot to hedge out teammates Martin Odegaard, Leandro Trossard and Benjamin White to collect his second club accolade of the season following on from his success in November. Kai Havertz level with Bukayo Saka by receiving multiple Player of the Month awards this month, with Odegaard, White, Declan Rice, Takahiro Tomiyasu and Gabriel all scooping the monthly gong in 2023-2024. That is the power of football. Kai Havertz has been really untouchable in the recent month. When you look at the games that Aston have gone here to play in April, Kai Havertz has been really very instrumental into those games. And I tell you what, he deserved to obviously come in through and be named the player for the month of April. He has been really phenomenal. He hasn't gone ahead to miss out, and he has obviously gone ahead to put out a very huge battle. They started off with Luton Town. When they're playing against Luton Town, I think it was Leandro Trossard. It was Martin Odegaard, right, who scored, and Kai Havertz. I think Kai Havertz had an assist in that game of football. After playing against Luton Town, they played against Brighton. For that, I remember it like yesterday, the goal that he scored, a cross that came in from Jorginho to the near post. He tapped that ball into the back of the net. He contributed nothing when Arsenal was scoring against Bayern Munich and being knocked out of the world of Africa of the Champions League. Then Arsenal found itself in a position of losing to Aston Villa. Havertz really had 2 chances, never scored. They lost to Bayern Munich. Then Wolverhampton Wanderers, I think Kai was on target, and then it was Leandro Trossard and Martin Odegaard. Kai didn't show up the night. Then when they're beating Chelsea, he went ahead to score a brace. Yep, he scored a brace against Chelsea. Against Tottenham Hotspur, he was on target. Against Bournemouth, he wasn't on target. But if you are to average their performances, I think Kai Havertz deserves to take the accolade. And congratulations to Kai Havertz. I like it when someone is really underestimated, he comes in through and really proves all the doubters wrong. That is what Kai has gone ahead to do at the stadium of the Emirates. There for you. And he joins Saka for obviously pulling in this award. And it has been said these are the people that have gone ahead to win this accolade. In August, it was Declan Rice. September, it was Bukayo Saka. October, Takahiro Tomiyasu. December, Martin Odegaard. January, Gabriel Magalhaes. March, Benjamin White. And April, it has been Kai Havertz for you. And I tell you, he has a very huge chance to win this accolade again this month of May. Though it has started when he's not on target, but the remaining 2 games they're really going to play, he's going to be very instrumental. And if he scores against Man United and he scores against Man United and scores against Everton, I think it's a given, he's going to really make it there. But remember, he got them a penalty. He got them an assist for the first goal they score against the side of Bournemouth that had gone ahead, obviously, say, Arsenal, you aren't going to really score or put a ball past my goal line. And he really went ahead to obviously get them a penalty that went ahead to obviously win them that beautiful game of football down there. So that is it coming in through from the side of Arsenal, and they're really gearing up for the game of Man United on Sunday. The countdown is on. Man United is playing today, Crystal Palace, with almost no fully fit defender. That's what the case is for United. And I tell you what, it's really very alarming that a club like Man United is not having defenders, and that gives Aston a very huge goal. That you cannot think that there is a defender who is going to return, on Sunday next week. Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw, we wait and see. But even if they return, they won't be having a very huge go at Arsenal because they are not physically fit. That is it. So after that, let's obviously go to the Zerbi. João Pedro scored a penalty after Indingra was brought down yesterday, and the referee pointed at the spot. After the referee pointed at the spot, guess what happened? It was João Pedro who took the penalty. After taking it, he was saved by Emiliano Martinez, but guess what? He fisted it back in his vicinity, and João Pedro headed it back in the back of the net, and it counted 1-0. Aston Villa couldn't respond until when the final whistle was blown, and the referee put it to his mouth. And that's when De Zerbi came out and said, to be honest, this was not Villa today. I can understand it because they are competing in the Conference League and have a lot of injuries, and because of that, they couldn't be the Aston Villa of usual. But I tell you, it was the same Aston Villa that went ahead to play against Arsenal. And what really gave Aston Villa a chance? It's because they scored. It's because Arsenal never scored. But when you look at how Brighton plays, from losing to Man City, they had to obviously come out and really give us a very huge response, and the response was given. And there is a side that also wants to go to play in Europe that is going to have to be disturbed by injuries. But for Aston Villa, they never really showed up yesterday. It was not the pressing Aston Villa. The energy was little. When you look at the stats that we came in through, it shows you that Brighton edged them. Brighton was nowhere near a threat yesterday, and it shows you how Unai Emery needs to recharge his players as they obviously try to put in the needful. I know they're really looking at different things altogether, but don't cross the bridge before you reach it. When you look at the Premier League table, it gives you it gives Aston Villa 67 points, right? Aston Villa has 67 points, right? And Spurs is having 3 games to go. Aston Villa is having 2 games to go. If Spurs wins all their 3 games, they're having 69 points, meaning that they only need 1 win. That is Aston Villa to confirm their qualification for the Champions League season of 2024-2025. But they are making their work hard because after beating Arsenal, right, Aston Villa has gone ahead to obviously not have a very good run in for me. They beat Arsenal. After beating Arsenal, they beat Arsenal 2-0, right? They beat Bournemouth 3-0. They drew with Chelsea. Olympiacos came in and obviously beat them by 2-4. They have to go away and play at home and see how things go on. Now they lost to Brighton, so things are hard, and they're playing Liverpool. So you might find that their chances of qualifying for the Champions League might obviously hit a dead end because they are closing up with Crystal Palace, and you might find out that they might not win any game. Miracles can happen in this league that you are into, and they're having 67 points. And when you look at a team like Man United, if it wins its remaining 2 games, they can have 66 points, meaning that Aston Villa has I think, a challenger in Spurs, but even Spurs is really shrinking day in day out. So we wait and see how that pans out, but they need obviously up their stockings to the levels that we expect them to be at. Then Rudiger said, when I got an ACL injury in 2016, Fiorentino Perez sent me a letter wishing me a speedy recovery. I couldn't believe it. I still have the letter. My mother has kept it. Has it kept? Now, these are the tactics that people deploy to go all out and convince players to obviously come in through and really join them. He joined like 3-4 years later. Were they 3? Because Rudiger was here in 2022, right? So 6 years later he joined Real Madrid, but that means he had already had a soft spot on Real Madrid for the later this man went ahead to send him. You see, that's how men come out to convince your players to go out and really join them. So Rudiger is now currently playing at Real Madrid, and there are a lot of tactics that are deployed by CEOs and sporting directors to see to it that they really get you at their club, and they finally got him as a free agent, meaning that they've been keeping their eyes on him, and it was like, we want you. And his agent was like, all right, when the right time comes, I'm going to really give in and really sign that contract with you. So your thoughts on to Kai Havertz beating Trossard and Odegaard for the April Player of the Month are welcome in the comment section below. And what do you make about Zerbi obviously vocalizing Aston Villa's not showing up? And lastly, what are your thoughts about a team called Real Madrid for what it needed to convince this guy joining them in 2016? I think that was even before he joined Chelsea. I sign out for now. See you later. Continue to subscribe. I think this is the second video of the day. More is on the way.